Hi everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking back at 2020 in my Plum paper vertical columns planner. Even though 2021 I'm still going to be exactly in this planner, I am a academic planner. I'm a teacher, so I go from July to June, but still now is a natural time to kind of reflect and make plans for the upcoming year. So today I'm going to be primarily focusing on how I have improved this year, and honestly it's only been 6 months, particularly in regards to the 8 areas of life as defined in the MäksēLife goal setting system. Unfortunately, I was already set up in my Plum paper planner when I found the MäksēLife community, but there are freebies on their website and also a Facebook group that you can join. If any of the things in this video kind of resonate with you or pique your interest, go ahead and join it, and I'm confident that you will be able to make it work for you as well. If you have questions, I'd love to help you problem solve. Just let me know. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm sure that many of you can relate in that writing in your planner for the first time can be scary. So I use this focus notebook as a way for me to kind of hash things out. I take notes when I'm reading nonfiction books, and this is where I kept my scores from the first time that I took the MäksēLife Compass assessment. This is a freebie that you can get on their website. I will show it to you in just a minute here, but here are my scores, and it's really cool to look through to see the growth that I've made over time. These are my final scores, and I've actually put them out onto the Compass map so that you can visually see the growth over time. So I only found the Mäksē goal setting system in July, but I'm super proud to see that there has been growth in all of the areas except for physical environment and work and learning, which COVID. I've been stuck in my house and I've been teaching, so I'm not surprised at all by that information. Before I move on and work on the accomplishments of 2020 or the celebrations of 2020, there is one more thing that I wanted to show you from the MäksēLife freebie area, which is my yearly intentions page. On this page, Sierra encourages you to kind of hash out what are some habits that you want to nurture this year, what could you use more of, what could you use less of, where are you going to give yourself grace. And after going through my Compass assessment and going through this intentions page, I realized that the word that I want to really focus on for 2021 is the word nurture. Despite all of the challenges of 2020, there are definitely some habits that I want to continue working on and nurturing in 2021. And I want to proceed lovingly, gently, and intentionally as we start another year here starting soon. So now that I've kind of looked at where I am now, I want to look at where I've come from and get myself ready to make that list of celebrations of the year 2020. At the beginning of my planner life, I guess, I made these mind maps where I just sat down and thought about what an ideal world would look like in my work and learning sphere, in my personal sphere, in my social relationship sphere. And so I just have these mind maps, and I'm going to take a second to read through them before I make my list of accomplishments for the year 2020. And so here we go. I don't really have a plan or a method. I am just making a list of things that come to me, considering my monthly goal pages, considering my Compass assessment, considering my mind map, and considering just my general feelings regarding this year. After I have my list finished, I'm going to go through with my mildliners and highlight which area of life each of these things pertain to see if I was hyper-focused in one thing or there was something that was kind of left out, but we'll get to that in just a second. And so here we have it. I think that it is pretty balanced color-wise. I don't think that there's like too much of any one thing. I do notice though, however, that there are not a lot of physical environment things, but when I look at my Compass assessment, when I had taken the assessment to begin with, I had already scored so high. I had scored an 8.5. So I'm not too shocked to find that there weren't a lot of activities or, I don't know, accomplishments in that area because I was already pretty content in that area. I am surprised to see though that there are some things here in the work and learning section that I'm proud of this year, but my work and learning score is still so low. So that definitely gives me some insightful information moving forward. Now I know in the MäksēLife planner there's actually like a couple of pages all about annual goals and setting annual goals, but this one page that I have on the right hand side, I just want to be a quick overview of what I'm envisioning for 2021. Same areas of life, but just in pertaining to my word of nurture, what do I want to nurture in each area? I will say that some of these areas of life are not as hashed out as others are. You can kind of see on the left-hand side, I had a cheat sheet of things that I had done prior to filming, but that's okay. This is a living and document that I can continue to add to. In my personal life, I really want to focus in 2021 the habit of saying no so that I can say yes to things that really give me joy later on. With fun and recreation, I just want to be really intentional about what I'm consuming, the books that I read, the music that I listen to, the podcasts that I listen to make sure that it's worth spending my time on. With social, I want to make sure that I am initiating more. I want to continue date nights with my husband and also make sure that I am staying in touch with long distance friends and family through the blessing that is the internet. With work and learning, I am going to devote my time to pre-service teachers, and hopefully that will just put me in a better mood. I have a student teacher this year, so hopefully that can go well. With my wellness this year, I want to focus on the usual things, sleep, water, walking, but specifically temptations with my diet and saying no so that I can say yes later. With my spiritual journey, I want to continue to remain consistent and have some kind of accountability within a community. This is something that I've been working for and praying for a while, so that is something that will continue into 2021. With my finances, I kind of want to broaden my scope. We've spent so much time and energy in 2020 paying off debt, and we should still do that. We still have debt to pay off, but I also want to kind of start thinking about retirement and more consistently tithing, and also just giving back and being generous with our finances. The last area of life is physical environment, and what I really need to make sure that I'm doing here is continuing to declutter. Being the keeper of my home and saying no to things. I want to better organize our closets, also our garage, and we have a finished room above the garage, which people call a frog. Never knew that until we moved south, but there you go. And I think probably the most important thing in physical environments is asking for help, because a lot of the times I will just assume responsibility of the house, but really I should ask for help and get it done quicker because, many hands make light work. Before we rush into the year 2021 that I know many people are looking forward to, I think that it is so important to look back on where we've come from and celebrate our small or big victories. I hope that you have liked this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. You can also find me on Instagram at intentionallybebrez, and I will see you guys in the next video.